Hello and welcome back to Rocky Top Rundown, your home for all things Tennessee athletics. I'm Alli Seaton, that's Brandon Goggins, and we're here to give you the rundown.
That's right, Alli. Let's jump right into the recap of Bama Hate Week. This last game on Saturday was spectacular and crazy to say the least. It marked the 107th meeting between the Vols and the Crimson Tide. Alabama was 5-1 coming into Saturday under first-year head coach Kalen DeBoer. Let's roll those highlights and see what we got.
It was a beautiful, warm afternoon and sold out Neyland Stadium. The crowd decked out in orange for the Orange Out. So much orange.
Man.
Not much action here early, but Bama is driving on the 3-yard line. Milroe throws a fade to Ryan Williams, but it is picked off in the end zone by Jermod McCoy. McCoy has a convoy of orange that takes him all the way down to Alabama territory with one of the best interceptions you're going to see all season. Look at him go.
Look how he snagged that and just
beautiful.
took off with it.
We jump to the third quarter. Tennessee's offense trying to get going. Nico steps up in the pocket, makes a cut at the 35, and scrambles down to the 2-yard line. Look, I love that man. Vols offense hurried up in the line, and Dylan Sampson punched it in and tied this game up at 7.
Yes, he did. After an Alabama field goal gives them the lead, Nico rolls to his right and fires it down the field to Dante Thornton Jr., setting us up for the Tennessee touchdown. The Vols down 3 again, and Nico fires it to Chris Brazzell in the end zone to give Tennessee the late lead in the ballgame. What an amazing diving catch to turn things back Tennessee's way, falling and catching it right on par. Alabama turned it over on downs on their side of the field, which led to a Max Gilbert field goal to extend the lead. Last chance for Alabama, Jalen Milroe fires, and it is intercepted by Tennessee walk-on Will Brooks. Tennessee would then kneel it out, winning 24-17, as the Big Orange faithful got to light up their cigars.
They definitely did. I smelt it all night.
Oh, yeah. With that win, Tennessee jumped to 7 in the AP polls as Alabama dropped to 15.
Womp womp.
The Vols have next weekend off and welcome Kentucky to Neyland the following Saturday night.
The SEC just announced its Player of the Week. Junior running back Dylan Sampson takes home the hardware as Week 8 Offensive Player of the Week. Also getting the nod is Knoxville native Cooper Mays, as he was named the Offensive Lineman of the Week. Congratulations to both players.
Big congrats to them.
Speaking of standout players, the Tennessee defense continued their dominance on Saturday, and one player in particular continued his incredible start to the season. Let's hear it from Rocky Top Rundown's own William Patteson on the sophomore corner, who is turning heads this season.
Thank you, guys. Tennessee's secondary has historically been a weak point for Josh Heupel's squad. In the past 3 seasons, the Vols have had a number of veteran defensive backs with limited ceilings. Tennessee has had depth and experience which helped limit big plays, but not overall high-level or game-changing abilities. However, that changed this offseason when Tennessee was able to snag a game-changer out of the transfer portal.
Tennessee football has been defined by their offensive fireworks under Josh Heupel. However, this season, the Vols defense has brought the boom, ranking top 10 in the nation in yards per play, third down defense, tackles for loss, and red zone defense. One standout in particular is sophomore cornerback Jermod McCoy, who transferred from Oregon State and is now recognized as one of ESPN's top 50 newcomers in college football. McCoy was a Pac-12 All-Freshman member while playing for the Beavers last season, but has taken his game to another level for the Volunteers. On Saturday, McCoy was tasked with preventing big plays from quarterback Jalen Milroe and receiver Ryan Williams, and McCoy lived up to the challenge. McCoy was targeted 5 times and allowed just 2 catches for 28 yards, and etched a moment to remember in this historic rivalry with his one-handed end-zone interception. For the season, McCoy has allowed only 11 catches for 135 yards to go alongside 2 interceptions, and as a result, the Vols have mended their previous secondary struggles.
Guys, McCoy has been such a vital addition to this Vols team, and thankfully, he's only a sophomore, so McCoy Island will be afloat in Knoxville for at least one more season. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Will. Moving to Lady Vols athletics, volleyball hosted Auburn this past weekend here in Food City Center. Let's take a look. We start early in set 1 where outside hitter Nina Chayic spikes a fast one down the middle for the kill.
Oh.
Later in the first set, an amazing block by mid-blocker Chelsea Sutton to keep the lead and win the set. Now to set 2, setter Caroline Kerr sets up a spike where Sutton once again gets the kill. Later in the set, after a long rally, outside hitter Hayden Kubik taps it in for a kill to shorten Auburn's lead. Look at her go.
Yeah, she was on fire. Lady Vols now leading 2-0. Get another great block by Sutton for the kill. The Lady Vols now lead 2-1, get the first kill of the set with Kerr tapping what looked like a set ending up being a point for Tennessee. Lady Vols extend their set lead with Kubik spiking the ball and getting another kill for the Lady Vols. Later in the final set, a long rally is stopped by outside hitter Peyton Chapman. blocking the ball and getting the kill. The Lady Vols ended up winning 3-1 against the Auburn Tigers, and they travel to Gainesville to play Florida this Friday, October 25th.
Down with the Gators. Staying with Lady Vols athletics, the women's soccer team traveled to Athens to face Georgia this past Friday. Let's dive into how they performed. Lady Vols weren't able to secure the win on Friday. Although the first half remained scoreless, Tennessee conceded 2 goals midway through the second half. Georgia dominated most of the game and had a total of 17 shots, while the Lady Vols only had 10.
Goalkeeper Alli was able to keep the score at 2-0 after saving a penalty with 6 minutes to go in the game. This will be the Lady Vols' 3rd straight loss, and their next match will be this Thursday at Regal Soccer Stadium, where they will be hosting South Carolina. The game is starting at 7 p.m., so we expect to see all of you there supporting our Lady Vols. That's going to be all the time that we have for this edition of the Rocky Top Rundown. I'm Brandon Goggins.
I'm Allie Seaton. Join us next week, and as always,
Go Vols!